In today's video, we are going to talk about Pareto chart in details. Pareto chart is usually referred to as 80-20 principle, and that is to mean 80% of your problems are being caused by 20% of your population. So this Pareto chart now is a graph, and this graph will indicate the frequency of your defects, and also it will indicate the cumulative impact those defects are causing. And you will use Pareto chart to find the defects that you need to prioritize in order to observe greatest overall improvement in your process. Thank you for being here. Please consider subscribing to my channel for more on Google Workspace learning, most specifically Google Sheets, Google Forms, and Looker Studio. So let's get into our today's lesson. Let's create our Pareto chart from the definition itself. So if you check this definition, it says Pareto chart is a graph that indicates the frequency of defects. So we need the frequency of defects as well as the cumulative impact. So those are the two things that we need on our Pareto chart: frequency of defects and the cumulative impact. Also, you need to understand Pareto chart has two graphs. One is bar graph and the other one is line graph. For example, let's say you have a customer service agent and there have been a lot of complaints on some specific agents, and then you want to identify the culprit and maybe work on some corrective actions you want to do. This is the agent's name, and now this is the defects. So as you know from Pareto chart, 80% of the problems are caused by 20% of your population. The first thing we need to do is the defects needs to be in descending order, and basically I will just use a sort method. So I will use the sort method here. You can do it manually, but I usually prefer to do using a formula. So we will need to sort this table from highest to the lowest. This is our range, and so you want to sort the second column, and it's not ascending. So that's it. We have already sorted our data. Then from the definition, this is the defects, and also we need the cumulative impact. But before you go to cumulative impact, you need to find the percentage of their contribution, how much each of them are contributing to this problem. And now we want to see the impact of each of them. Impact is the defect over the sum of everything. So for example, John himself, his impact will be this divided by the sum of all errors. So let's just use formula to sum up everything, and don't forget to freeze your ranges. So that is it, and this is done for everyone. This is the impact of all the agents in this case. After this, we will need the cumulative impact. And we need to add to do cumulative frequency for all of these impact one by one. And I will just use a formula, sum G4 to G4. So what you need to know is this first G4 will not change. Nothing will change here. So you need to start from G4. Then this one now is starting from G4 to G4. Next will be G4 to G5. The other one will be G4 to G6, and so forth until the end. Now you have done cumulative frequency, and total should be 100%, which means you're on the right track. Now once we are here, we need to create our graph. Highlight your data, go to insert, then chart, and remember we said we need two graphs: bar graph for the defect and the line graph for the cumulative impact. From this table, we need the counts. We need the count of complaints and then cumulative impacts, and the column names are usually found in the series. So we just go to series and delete what we don't need. So we need count of complaints, correct? We need cumulative, but we don't need impact. So we need to remove that impact. Now after this is the defects, and we want to see the cumulative using graph. So we go to customize series, and our series in this case is cumulative impact. What we want to do is this series now is using the left axis as its value, and that is why it's so low. So what we need to do is, we need to change the reference of its axis from this one to the right side. So just come and say right axis, and that is it. You are done with your data. If you want, you can label. Also for defects, you can come and label them. So that is it. Thank you for being here with me on Pareto Chat.